Hi everybody, today is going to be my movie review on the Watsons Go to Birmingham 1963. Now, first of all, I would like to apologize that this video came a day late, or 2 days late. I'm recording this at about 9:30 Wednesday night, so this video might not actually be on YouTube until like Thursday morning or something. Anyway, so I've just been really congested with time because I just got back from a party at a friend's house, and my parents, they're having some of their old work friends at our place for these past couple of nights, so I've been doing stuff with them, and I've had a lot of homework, and I've had this horrible cold since like the beginning of this week, Monday morning, so I've just been really congested with time lately, and I haven't actually gotten around to doing it until now. So, yeah, here we go. So, I saw this movie twice. I saw it, at school and, at home. So, here's what it's about. It's about this, family of 5. An angelic little girl named Joetta, a brainy kid named Kenny, and a juvenile delinquent named Byron. Those 3 kids live in Flint, Michigan with their mom and dad. They're an African-American family. And because it's 1963, in the South there was a lot of, racism going on. Anyway, so if you judge this movie to its book, there are a lot of parts cut out. Like, there's no LJ Dinosaur Thief, there's no Rufus, no Cody, and honestly, they spend a lot more time in Birmingham, and they also focus a lot more on the fact of, how African Americans were treated unequal at the time, because the book, I think that focused a little more on, the Watsons family relationship and how they got along with each other. Anyway, so yeah, this movie focuses on that a little bit, but compared to the black and white protesting type stuff, it can't do anything. Yeah, and it also makes a reference to that church bombing where those 4 girls died. Anyway, so the movie starts out with something funny happening. Byron's lips getting stuck to the window of the car. It's pretty funny because he was kissing his reflection like, you know what, Square? I must be adopted, 'cause there ain't no way 2 folks as ugly as your mom and daddy could give birth to someone as fine as me. Oh, self. You're such a good kisser. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so he was making out with his reflection in the mirror, and yeah, his lips got frozen onto the glass. So, then after that, it just shows that Byron and his friend Bupphead are just getting into trouble a lot, and they also combine when Byron gets the conch and when he's, setting parachute guys on fire and then flushing them down the toilet. So, yeah. And then, Mama tries to burn him. Oh, God. So, yeah. And then they get the Ultra Glide. And speaking of the Ultra Glide, in this movie, Kenny's favorite song isn't Yakety Yak. You know that song, take out the papers and the trash. Yeah, like that. Why? Most likely because either A, the producers had no freaking idea what the heck they were doing, or B, they didn't have enough money to, use the song Yakety Yak in their movie, because if you use a product or a song or something in a movie, it costs money. Remember that episode of iCarly when they called Fig Newtons Fig Neuters? That's because if they used Fig Newtons, they would have to pay Fig Newtons company mucho dinero. So, yeah, they have to parody the food with a name that sounds similar but is still different. Anyway, never mind that. So they drive to Birmingham, and they see Grandma Sands and Mr. Robert. And something I like about this movie, it takes a lot of the same quotes that were in the book and puts them in the movie. It just takes a lot of the quotes, like Byron saying how he's adopted, and Grandma Sands saying family and whirlpool instead of whirlpool. Yeah, and stuff like that. Only, of course, they lessened out the cursing. And also, one thing, Mitchell's Food Fair, remembers the chapter Swedish Creams and Welfare Cheese? When they go to Mitchell's Food Fair and Byron's eating the Swedish creams on welfare because he can buy whatever he wants because it's on welfare. And then, he kills the bird and gets all sad about it. Nope, that didn't happen. All that really happened was, it got mentioned and he stole from it, apparently. But this all happened off screen. And also, their cousins were there in Birmingham, too. So, it's pretty similar to the book, only a lot of the, really descriptive and detail parts get cut out. Larry Dunn's only at the very end. And, it really doesn't take place that much at school. It definitely took a lot more, at school, because it had nothing to do with, Byron beating the heck out of Larry Dunn after he stole Kenny's gloves, so, but still, overall, it was a pretty good movie, I will say. I'd have to give it 4 stars, maybe 3.5. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was still a pretty good movie. But honestly, the characters in the movie, they didn't necessarily fit my mental image. I was expecting it like the people on the cover. And honestly, compared to those people just looking like their stereotypical family, compared to the people in the movie, there were some pretty broad differences, to be honest. Because the mom, she looks like she put on like 3 coatings of makeup every morning. The dad just looks really fancy, like he's got a lot of money and can afford all the good stuffs from the department stores. Joey just looks like she's spoiled with all these nice clothes and whatnot, because she just wears really good looking clothes. They just look more like a movie star family than just your typical everyday family. And honestly, that's how it is, because no blemishes, no freckles, no warts, blah blah blah, or else that would be butt ugly to broadcast to the whole world in a movie that's gonna go down in history. So it's a pretty good movie overall. I mean, some people may not like it compared to the book and how they were so different, or how they may have changed the characters here and there, but I'd say the book was still a little bit better because it was longer and stuff. Longer isn't always better, but yeah. But anyway, so that's it. It's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching.